The Trump administration has become nothing but scandal after scandal, screw up after screw up. And today was no different. RFK Jr. once again proved that the so-called most pro-life administration is actually putting Americans, especially children, directly in harm's way with his conspiracies. And while that's happening, the transparent Trump White House is actively covering up Donald Trump's own health crisis. A leaked email exposed it all, showing that RFK Jr. isn't the only health problem in this administration. Donald Trump is too. We're going to get into it all. But before we do, make sure to like this video, subscribe if you haven't already, and let's start with RFK getting called out today, because it sets the stage perfectly for Trump's own health scandal.
You've got the entire medical community on one side. You got the AMA representing hundreds of thousands of doctors, the American Academy of Pediatrics, the American Public Health Association. All of these organizations are telling us that COVID vaccine and vaccines in general are safe and effective. You are casting doubt on that. Who are your scientific, who are the organizations that are agreeing with you and casting aspersions on vaccines?
The primary advisors are Marty McCary, Jay Bhattacharya, Dr. Oz, Vinay Prasad.
So you got a few doctors who agree with you, and I'm giving you the
name. Not a few doctors. What you're talking about is there's a big difference, Senator, between established science and the scientific establishment, which has been co-opted by the pharmaceutical industry.
So you're telling the American people that the American Medical Association, representing hundreds of thousands of people, have been co-opted and that they should not trust their doctors. And the American Academy of Pediatrics, and by the way, just for the record, every single Republican, I don't mean to be political here, Mr. Chairman, has received PAC money from the pharmaceutical industry. Are they all corrupt as well?
And I'm telling you, the American Heart Association has been co-opted by the food
Everybody
industry.
But you, Senator. But you know what? When you ran for president, we have a corrupt campaign finance system. Maybe you will agree with me on that. Okay, you were already president, you got a billionaire behind it. You received $300,000 from people, not from the industry, people in it, as I did, from individuals. You corrupt. President Trump got $3 million. Every Republican got corporate PAC money for the pharmaceutical industry. Democrats as well. Everybody is corrupt, but you? Is that what we're looking at? I don't think so. And I think the issue now...
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Well, I think you do know what I'm talking about.
I don't know what you're talking about.
The issue is every time anyone disagrees with you...
Are you saying the pharmaceutical industry was supporting my presidential campaign?
I'm saying,
I don't think so.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying that the pharmaceutical industry is a greedy institution which is charging us the highest prices in the world. They are pervasive. But to suggest that every institution, the AMA, the pediatrics people, is corrupt because they disagree with you is an insult to the American people.
Listen, people disagree with me all the time. I have arguments in my agency, heated arguments every day with Jay Bhattacharya, with Marty McCary, with Dr. Oz.
You have given the names of a few people. I have given you the names of organizations representing hundreds of thousands of doctors and scientists. I yield, Mr. President.
The hypocrisy of this administration never surprises me, but it certainly always disgusts me. RFK Jr. is just like everyone else in Donald Trump's administration. He is a liar. He is a conspiracy theorist in chief amongst all of the negative attributes you could give to RFK. He is a grifter. This is ultimately about the grift for RFK Jr. If this was about making people healthy or keeping people safe, he would be doing the opposite of any of his agenda. He would be condemning Donald Trump for his cuts to Medicaid. He would be condemning Donald Trump for rural hospital closures. But of course, he does not care. None of them do. They just want to serve the dear leader, no matter how hypocritical it makes them. And hypocrisy is what has gone directly into Donald Trump's health scandal lately. Because as Democrats have had some fun with the fact that the president has disappeared for a while, Republicans are freaking out over that. Before we get into that email, which Republicans are freaking out, I want to start with Ted Cruz's hypocrisy because it perfectly leads into it. So, after this clip of Tim Walz was posted having a little fun with the fact that Donald Trump had disappeared for a couple of days, Ted Cruz angrily wrote on Twitter, "Sick bastard, openly rooting for the president's death." This is today's Democrat Party. So I'm not even going to address the faux outrage from Ted Cruz, someone who consistently talked about Joe Biden's health and mocked him. But MAGA in general was constantly pushing this idea that Joe Biden was a robot or he was seconds away from collapsing. Donald Trump posted photos of Biden hog-tied in the back of a car. They don't respect the presidency. They're not mad that the presidency is being degraded by these liberals. They're so mean. What they're worried about is dear leader because even they recognize just how bad his health is. And clearly so does Trump because this email that was obtained by journalist Aaron Rupar goes to show even the White House understands how bad it is. This fundraising email from Donald Trump reads, "I'm alive, friend." The fake news media and the radical left tried to spread lies saying your favorite president, Donald Trump, was dead or sick. Can you believe it? Disgraceful. Another Trump fundraising email asks for $15 donations so he can try to get to heaven. Donald Trump has been sending campaign fundraising emails with the subject line, "I want to try to get to heaven." The emails follow recent public remarks regarding Russia's war on Ukraine, in which he said he was trying to get to heaven. Comments which gained national attention, framing his political survival in legal battles as signs of divine purpose. The email requests Trump supporters to donate $15, a 24-hour Trump fundraising blitz. So clearly not even Donald Trump takes his health issues seriously. This is not something that Republicans get to get all up in arms about. They don't get to, the liberals are so mean to Mr. Trump. He is grifting on it. He is grifting until he is in the grave, and then probably the Trump library will steal as much money from those cultists as they possibly can. This is it. This whole administration is one big grift, and certainly that's what RFK Jr. is all about as well. But Carolyn Leavitt tried to jump to his defense, freaking out on Twitter, posting this. Leavitt wrote, "Secretary Robert Kennedy Jr. is taking flack because he's over the target. The Trump administration is addressing root causes of chronic disease, embracing transparency in government, give me a break, and championing gold standard science. Only the Democrats could attack that common sense effort. The same Republicans tied up in the Epstein scandal want to lecture us about transparency and health. Give me a break. If they cared about health, they wouldn't be slashing Medicaid, shutting down rural hospitals, or attacking a woman's right to choose. A right that literally saves lives. Since abortion bans in Texas, Georgia, and Florida, maternal mortality has skyrocketed and infant deaths are on the rise. These people don't care about life. They care about control. They mock science, mock reality, and mock the very policies that keep people healthy. And that's exactly what Senator John Ossoff called out right here.
Of course, the Secretary of Health and Human Services, as everybody watching knows, there were over 1,000 HHS employees who have written a letter calling on him to resign. You opposed his confirmation, I should note, but you have not yet called on him to resign. Have you seen enough? Do you think he should resign?
Absolutely, he should resign. And he never should have been confirmed to begin with. He is utterly unqualified for this role. And in any normal Senate, he never would have gotten so much as a hearing. I mean, this is someone who throughout his public life has embraced just about every piece of quackery and pseudoscience that he's come across. He needs to step down. What he is doing at HHS is gross mismanagement that is putting this nation at risk. And the demolition of the CDC has lowered our nation's defenses against deadly disease outbreak and is putting lives at risk. Secretary Kennedy must resign.
but I'm sure you caught the press conference this morning. We've been talking about it through the course of the show of these survivors. You are also not a naive person. Do you think that will change anything about the politics on the Hill of support for the full release of these Epstein files by your Republican colleagues?
It's been extraordinary to see the Speaker of the House reduced to lying in order to cover up sex crimes. And for the President of the United States to move from a campaign where he and all his lieutenants promised to bring this all out into public light and now dismiss it as a hoax. I hope that reason and justice will prevail.
I hope so too. Senator John Ossoff.
I've been saying this all day, but RFK Jr.'s conspiracies are especially insidious because they target the most vulnerable, kids. Children are dying or living with permanent damage because of his lies, and he doesn't care. It's all about pushing supplements, chasing fame, and making a quick buck. That's what this administration is about, the grift and nothing else. We'll keep calling it out. If you want to support that, hit subscribe, leave a like, and drop a blue heart in the comments. Until next time, I will see you soon.